Another thing that doesn't seem to be going well right now is the position of some of your colleagues in the Senate regarding the estimates, the budget laid before them by Mr. President. There are accusations of duplication of items and accusation that some government officials have come forward to deny and proffer some kind of explanation. How much of a problem do you think this issue is with the National Assembly?
I think what is responsible for this is the misunderstanding and the disconnect between the executive and the National Assembly. As I said, we are one government. We are supposed to be interdependent, but as it is now, we are operating like separately, or not only independent, but separately. Budget issues are supposed to, that's why the process is there, so that it is anticipated that there might be some duplication, there might be some problem here and there. And that's why the Constitution, the framers of the Constitution provided that it should go through a process. That process is what is being overblown or misinterpreted. It's supposed to be something that can be sorted out, not in terms of, as the way it's being blame shift, trying to blame the other side.
In your mind, where do you think we can lay squarely the problem? Where does it lie?
The problem is on both sides. We have a problem in the National Assembly, and the executive too, I must confess, have problems. Because you have, as I said, you have a majority in the National Assembly, yet you're having a problem with that. I think there's nothing wrong, for example, with the party or the executive in terms of the presidency reaching out to the National Assembly. We always hear that, but I have not seen it actually.
So this perhaps call for some kind of reevaluation and reassessment of the party itself?
I think there is a need for real harmonization of our position and this, interaction, so that the relationship would be smoothened. Once we have this relationship and understanding, then I think things will be better. It is not, you can't say you don't disagree, but you should be able to disagree in order to agree.
Senator Ndume, you were part of an APC grouping that calls itself Governance Support Group.
Yeah.
Now, the spokesman of that group praised President Muhammadu Buhari, but said there were certain issues that they had to tell him point blank.
Yeah.
You were there.
Yeah.
What were some of these? Would you want to share with me?
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm thinking. Because some of these things are like something between me and us, our group, and we did it in a closed session. But actually, that one of the major challenges that we have is that APC members that worked for this government, sacrificed for it, are not well carried along for reasons that I can't say were foreseen. When we took over the government, or APC took over the government, Nigeria went into recession. And then we have the issue of security challenge. And then we had the issue of drastic drop in the prices of the major product that we depend on, that is petroleum. So there wasn't enough to go around, and there are issues outstanding there, critical, especially the area of security, and then in area of the salaries of workers all over the state. The federal government had to bail them out. So we could not, the owners, the investors of APC are still waiting and yearning for return on their investment in terms of appointment, contracts. Those are some of the issues.
That's understandable, but I'd like you to quickly answer this.
Yeah.
Your party, the APC, only recently lost a prominent member, now who has since, of course, joined the opposition. While some see the move as inconsequential, there are those who think this is perhaps not good for the party, considering the fact that some other members might follow suit. What's your opinion?
Well, if you lose a member, you lose a member. You're on the minus. You can't say an individual, or let me be specific, like Atiku is nobody. He is somebody. But APC as a party is owned by the Nigerian masses. The fellowship of APC now is so occultic and is so massive. The masses still believe in APC, and that makes it impossible for an individual to rock the boat. we must confess, everybody knows, that Buhari as a person is an enigma in Nigerian politics. He carries alone that 12 million people votes consistently from 2003. And the Southwest, that is the ACN and ANPP, added value to it. That led to our win. And that followership has not changed. If you go to Kano recently, if you see what happened in Kano recently, you know that the followership is there. But any individual that leaves carries even his PVC. So if we lose one vote, we can lose that election with one vote. There are instances where somebody wins with one vote. So we can't say it's important, and it's not important. But Atiku's exit from APC, especially the way he did it, because from now, as at now, he was the only one that left. I have not heard of his followership yet. So when he leaves, and in fact his major lieutenants are still hanging in there or thinking or scratching their heads to say, oh, do I go or stay? You know, that will tell you that it won't make the impact as it's supposed to when, for example, we left the PDP to form the new PDP and joined the APC. It was massive.
All right. Now, with the assent to the Legislative Act that gave birth to the Northeast Development Commission in place, since then, not much has been heard of that body that is ordinarily to play a key role in the utterly affected insurgency at the Northeast. We'll be talking about that when we return after this time out.